everybody. Welcome again to Ken Knows Gambling. It's Friday evening. Time for the second round of Whalen's The Arnold. And I got a few of my math guys that I actually like. I like a couple of the math guys that come at me. Well, they're not coming at me. They actually talk their math very respectful. Bam is one of them. Dr. Don't Pass One, I think, is one of them. They've always been good on my channel, so I have no problems with any math opinion as long as, you do it like they do. But they're basically asking me why I'm doing it. I think it was one of those two that would said that the Dice Data guy did it, and they said it was over 2% of a house edge. And of course, you know how I think about math, man. Me and the math guys disagree a whole lot. And to me, it's about stopping. It's about a whole lot of brain power other than just running. That way the house edge don't bother me. I mean, we can go over on the roulette table at 5-point-something%, and I can still win over there. So house edge never bothered me. But really, why I'm running this is a strategy. I was watching Whalen today, and I've run so many strategies on the 10-0, 11-0, way worse than this, believe me. But that's what I do. I run strategies, right? I just do it longer so we can see good, bad, and the ugly in it. So, also, since he and I created the retirement plan, I think the retirement plan overall, as a strategy, other than just doing a single don't pass, with odds, I think the retirement plan is probably one of the best there is. Anybody out there that's got connection with the Dice Data guy, because I ain't paying for it, and if he never does it, I don't care. But the proper recovery on the retirement plan, he would have to plug in there, because there's so many recoveries. I'd be interested to see what Dice Data would think about the retirement plan. I'm sure it loses in the long run too, under 1 million bots and all that shit, but nonetheless, 125-1, I'll never run it 1 million times. I'll never be, shit. So, anyway, this is the second installment of the Arnold, and one thing I do know about Whalen's The Arnold, I think, as a strategy, high house edge, low house edge, whatnot, got more attention. For whatever reason, I think every YouTuber played it. I might have played it once or twice, but not like I'm doing now. But everybody out there was talking about it. I mean, even Jeremy at Color Up was talking. Everybody. So, there's something to it that people like to run. So it's just as good as any freaking strategy to run, and that's what I'm doing. I'm running it. Okay. That being said, we always have to remember that any strategy will go down sooner or later. That's just the way freaking gambling is. Best bet is stay your ass at home and never go to the casino. Gambling sucks. All right, here we go. And today, let's get red dice today on this one. And so here we go. Don't pass. I try to go fairly slow. I don't think I made any boo-boos last time, so that's my goal. So I'll go slow. And remember, I got a big old bankroll, 7,500, but that doesn't negate what I'm quitting with. Anything over 300, I'm good on this one. That's what I'm doing this time. Anything over 3, I'm fine. And so what am I going for? If you want to talk about house edges and all that, 7,500, 10% is 750. 5% is 350. I'm going for less than 5%, which is a key that no robot can do. Nobody will program it to bail out on 2%, 3%. At least that's my contention. All right, so here we go. Session number 2 underway. All right, there's the 7. And with this one, I don't have to get so happy about laddering up, which is key. Because on the retirement plan, I pretty much, maybe I might let one go, but then, boy, here I come. I'm going to start laddering and, whatnot. But I don't think I have to on this one. Unless it just gets hit a whole bunch of these. I think I'm good. And I don't necessarily, have to hedge nothing off. Although you can. I know Waylon did some on that video. But there's an 11. There's 2 of them. But I'm still not worried about it yet. There's a 5. Okay. Now we got to get our $125 out in the DC. Now, because I've lost 2, if I lose that one, then yes. Then I'll ladder it up. All right, there's a 6. We move this to the 6. Now, here comes our comebacks. And then I had a couple of my math guys were going, well, let's just do the come by itself and see if it has any value to this. And I have to tell them, I said, well, this is part of the Arnold. It doesn't matter because I'm just rolling. It doesn't matter the value here. We just do what you do. Sometimes it's going to help you out. Sometimes it won't. But it's part of the strategy, and that's what I'm doing. So here we go. All right, there's the 7 out. In this case, it helped. It just did. Which will help for the times that it doesn't, right? But anyway, so we get that one. Whoops. And we get that one. And those 2 covered the 2 losses I just lost down there. So that's a good. And then I get my 125 here. Okay? So playing at a bigger level, I think, is an advantage of the Arnold. Okay? It's an advantage, in my opinion. Because we go just like that, I'm up 125, even though I lost twice down there. Right? I think because, I'm still stopping at 300 or thereabouts, which is a key. And so it'll win more money, and it will enable me to get to that 300 very quickly, hopefully, and get off. And give me a computer out there that'll talk like that. Hit it and get off. So, anyway, here we go. Rambling tonight, huh? All right. There's a 7. Remember, that's the 3rd loss there. But we're still up. So, and I don't have to ladder yet. There's a 4. That's actually pretty good. Now we come out with our 125. And there's a 5. All right, here we come with our continuous comebacks. There's a 12 loser. So that's about 4 losers between all these, right? So that's why you're probably saying, well, what advantage does it have? I don't know. I really don't. I'm just running this damn thing. There's an 8. Boink. There's a 6. One thing I do know is there's going to be some times that it'll be longer rolls, and you can win money doing it that way. All right. And there's an 8. There's an on and off. That takes back 1 of our losers. and there's the 7. In this case, if I didn't have any of, or didn't have this, then I would just lose 2. But now, as it is, that'll pay that, that'll pay that. So I didn't have to lose money. Now I come here with this one. I see it as a decent strategy. I really don't care what anybody thinks, but let's see where we're at. We're up 225. I got about one more shooter and I'll be done. So that's another reason I'm doing it. I think the retirement plan is such a great strategy. I know somebody will comment whether they think so or not, but I think it is. I'm pitting it. Let's see. I know how far I went with the retirement plan, and this may or may not. I don't know. That's what I'm here for, boys and girls, to find out. Here we go. There's a 6. Come out there. There's a 5. That'll come out here. And here we go. There's a 9. There's a 6. This moves to the 6. We lose here. No big deal. Let's put another quarter out that don't pass. We're all set. Everything is working right now. There's a 10. And there's the 7. Okay. In this case, this will win here. This loses, pays that. This loses, pays that. And then I get 125 here. Just like so. There's the 325, and I'm done. The end. So, let's get our envelopes out. We keep adding to the envelopes. That is the deal. House edge don't really mean anything, boys and girls. It really doesn't. If you play like I do, we're satisfied. If you play like Waylon does, house edge has little to do with it. Only time house edge has anything to do with it, you just flat bet, go, go, go. Here's a zillion bots. That's when house edge matters. So, to me anyway, that's my opinion. All right, my pick. This comes from, well, you old timers remember Green Acres. So Arnold the pig from Mr. Whiffle. Almost looks like a Piggly Wiggly type of pig, but Waylon got a kick out of it anyway. All right, time for the KKG. Fuck you bet. So let's go ahead and this time, let's slide this over. Actually, let's go in the field with it. This is usually when the 7 happens. No, it's an 11. Yo, 11. All right. Let's go ahead and double down on it. And there's the 7. You know, the field is the sucky bet. You know. There. Number 2 in the books. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. I like the fact that I don't have to immediately start laddering. I do like that. That's a cool thing. So there you go. I might do another one later tonight, but right now we're 2-0. We're going to go for whatever. So y'all buckle up. Be great.